everybody, my name is Amy Witt and I'm the park ecologist here with Forest Park Forever. Welcome to Hatchery's Prairie. If you're coming to join us, you're going to be looking at either locating where the hatcheries are or Union and Grand intersection. It's also just north of Deer Lake Savannah. Hatchery's Prairie used to be turf grass, similar to what your lawn would look like, similar to where I'm standing right now. However, in 2014, as part of Nature Works, we started a project to start converting this grass into a prairie savanna. Now, when we put it together, we only added 43 species, and it means it's still a pretty young prairie. However, we're really hoping to make it highlight an area where people are going to be traveling pretty quickly. So, on both sides of this prairie, which is a nice long but fairly narrow prairie, you have a chat path and you have a paved path. So, oftentimes people are going to be going by pretty quickly, which means that we are trying to highlight those plants that would be a little bit brighter and a little bit more abundant so that people would be able to still enjoy the area but didn't need to necessarily stop and see all those intricacies that we have in other habitats. The main theme that we see here right now is asters. So we have a number of different asters here in the prairie, and some of them have been planted, some of them have just arrived because we have other habitats in the park. New England Aster, which is the nice purple aster that's back here, is going to be some different shades. It can be pink, it can be a pale purple like that, it can be a deep purple like that. Asters is the second largest family we have in wildflowers, or flowers in general. And New England Aster in particular is pretty easy to identify. It's a large flower, a lot of those petals that you see there, and its leaf actually clasps the stem of the plant. So if you can see that, the leaf is going around that stem, and it has a nice large flower. Pretty easy to ID. Also pretty common in different recreations or restorations because it grows both rhizomatically, meaning through its roots, and also by seed. It can do pretty well in a disturbed site. Because this was a lawn area, this was a disturbed site. The soil has been moved many times over the last 2,000 years. We also have a couple different white asters. So we have Symphyotrichum erycoides and Symphyotrichum pilosum, which are hairy aster. And I can't think of what erycoides is right now. Sorry about that. But those are going to be your nice white color. We have some Canada Goldenrod, which is a weedy native species. Not necessarily where we aim to be in 20 years from now, but this is a young prairie and it's very common with disturbed young sites to have some Canada Aster or Canada Goldenrod in here. And then we have different species of sunflower. They bloom at different times. You can see some of the shorter sunflower that's right here that's already done blooming, and then some of that taller stuff that's in the back there. And that's just a bright yellow flower that really just adds to when somebody's traveling through here pretty quickly, being able to stop and pop, see that bright yellow color. If you're going to come to Hatchery's Prairie, I'd recommend coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks. The purples have really just hit their peak right now, and I think you got about 2 weeks to have them still in that high level. New England Aster can last anywhere from 1 month to 2 months. However, if we get early frost, then that's really going to pass through. All right, so come to Hatchery's Prairie, and hope you enjoy these different colors, and hope you can find some other parts in the park that you want to explore. See ya!